They calling me AJ, man. I'm reading the blogs, man.
They
say I got my swag back.
Well, you can't be AJ right now. The only reason why, because you got Deontay Wilder strap, and AJ will never go near that strap. He don't want that type of smoke. But we're gonna get straight to it though.
And I gonna say, I don't got time for the hate. I need more time in my day. I put the ice in my bay. Yeah, you riding on me. I get my drip overseas. Niggas are hating on me.
So just to let y'all know, we will be going live after 12 rounds of split decision. We came to a unanimous decision or a split decision. You know, some people had Professor Nim winning. You know, some people had AkHi winning. But at the end of the day, tune in live, call in. We could agree to disagree. We could debate, or y'all could show love. Whatever y'all want to do, we with it. We with the smoke. We with all of that. So that being said, let's talk about, and obviously AJ, you know, he didn't make no excuses when he lost, but Ruiz had a lot to say, which I didn't appreciate that. I didn't see that coming from Ruiz. Yeah. Now we're going to get to that, but is Ruiz a Buster Douglas or Rahman, you know, in the boxing game right now? Or is he a better fighter? Because remember Buster Douglas, you know, I actually made a video on this, and I said when Ruiz was partying too much, when I was dropping videos on that, and I was like, does he want to be a Buster Douglas in the game? Or does he want to write his name and stamp his name in the history of boxing? You know, and Buster Douglas was actually a good fighter. People don't know how good Buster Douglas was, but he wasn't dedicated to his craft.
That's exactly
you know,
the point.
When he fought Tyson, he actually, Tyson, I believe he didn't train much, but Buster Douglas, on the other hand, his mom just passed away, so he came hungry, trained harder than ever. And you saw, like, even the fight before that, before he fought Mike Tyson, Buster Douglas dropped somebody with a jab, knocked him down twice with a jab. So Douglas wasn't, you know, a fighter that wasn't meant to be there. He was actually meant to be there, and it's just the perfect timing. However, when he fought Holyfield right after, when Tyson Fury went to jail, you saw how much he blew up in weight. You saw how he looked against Holyfield. Now, I believe Holyfield was the better fighter, period. But still, he didn't come prepared like he did for the Tyson fight. So, like I said, you know, people hate Floyd Mayweather all they want, but it takes hard work and dedication to be undefeated for 20 years. Not to have an off night. That's, you know, for you to be a millionaire, almost a billionaire, and wake up every night grinding like you ain't got ish, that I got all the respect for that. Deontay Wilder, he a champion, and like I said, he a 10-time world. I mean, he defended his title 10 times. That's not something easy to do. So Ruiz, that should be a life lesson, because now he talking about, oh, in the third fight, if I get to fight AJ for a trilogy, I'm gonna come in shape, in the best shape of my life. You should have did it for this fight. What were you thinking? People like AJ, his career was in front of him. His career was in front of him, and retirement was behind him if he lose this fight. Ruiz, his career also was in front of him because he had the Wilder mega fight. You know, now that's just a regular fight. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's no longer mega fight. So do you think, is he a Buster Douglas in the game, Rahman, or is he a better fighter? He was just had an off night due to fame.
So I've thought about that. So with Buster Douglas, I think you are right. If you actually go and look at some of his tape, Buster Douglas was somebody who actually was a pretty good boxer. His dedication was always in question. And then he had one kind of bad loss where I think people kind of questioned his heart. But that Mike Tyson fight, he came in incredible shape. He was throwing a piston-like jab. He was moving around the ring beautifully. And he caught Tyson in an off night in there. With Hasim Rahman, I think Hasim Rahman was the benefit of I wouldn't even call it a lucky punch, but just a well-timed punch with a lackluster and unfocused Lennox Lewis in there. So I think that when you talk about Ruiz, he sits somewhere in between that, because I think he's a more talented fighter than Hasim Rahman. Hasim Rahman was a very good athlete, but he was limited as a fighter, in my opinion. With Buster Douglas had the credentials, he had the skills, but his dedication was in question, he absolutely laid the egg against Holyfield. So I think Ruiz sits in between because he is a very skilled fighter. People haven't questioned his. Well, I guess there might be some questions about his commitment because of his physique. But he was somebody before who never had any stamina issues. He had quick hands. He never had really kind of fast feet in there, but he was somebody who was able to get to great heights with the limitations of his.
Ruiz?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he was at the top. He's at the pinnacle. But to come in when you know in the mind that AJ is gonna move a little bit, he doesn't want to necessarily engage because he knows that you are a quick counter puncher. Why would you put on this extra weight when you know that you're gonna have to cut off the ring? Which he did a terrible. I can't even call it cut off the ring. He didn't cut off anything. He followed him. And I didn't think about the comparison to Mayweather because that's just a different talking level. About supreme boxing.
I'm just saying the mentality.
No, but I think you're right because one of Mayweather's best weapons in that fight against Corrales was that lead hook, that lead left hook, and that was something that AJ landed quite often. Yeah. But he absolutely put a tattoo in on Corrales out there. He was jabbing to the body, getting Corrales to lower his hands, and he would come with the right over. But he came in with a stinging jab, and then he turned that jab into a hook, actually.
And obviously, I'm not trying to take credit. Obviously, I was picking Ruiz. They called me, a hater, but I was showing Ruiz love. But at the end of the day, AJ, he the one that came in prepared. You know what I mean? And even though I picked Ruiz, AJ did everything I said he needed to do in order to win. So I didn't think AJ had the right mindset, but he did. You know what I'm saying? So even when I'm wrong, I'm still right. That's all I'm trying to say. Now, as far as Ruiz and AJ, I wouldn't call him a Buster Douglas, but the fact when I saw the Dazn episode when Ruiz hopped in the ring, right? They had this footage. Ruiz, he just rolled over to the ring. Yeah. I was like, hold on. Like he rolled, he was on his stomach talking, and I'm like, oh hell no. Is he ready? Yeah. Like, and the picture looked wrong because he didn't look like he was in the best shape of his life. Mm-hmm. Even though that was the biggest fight of his life. Mm-hmm. To that point, yeah, the first fight was big for him, but this fight was even bigger. And he's out here rolling to the ring. I saw that. I was like, man, this is embarrassing if he beats AJ again. Regardless of what people say, regardless of his weight, just the fact that he's rolling over to the ring, like he not, Prince Nassim Hamed used to do flips. Wilder, he would cross the ropes, and this dude rolls over like on some panda-ish. So when I saw that, I was like, it's embarrassing for AJ to lose to this guy again. But he made sure he took his notes, and he used his boxing skills and box circles around Ruiz. Now, before I talk about Wilder versus AJ, I just want to talk about what AJ said responding to Ruiz calling him out, winning the third fight. He said, if you heard, is a third trilogy match with Ruiz. Ruiz Pops came out and said that Ruiz wasn't focused, he didn't train. Now they making up all these excuses. Now this is the funny part, right? Speaking of, this is our last episode where we hosting it.
It's right now.
Right now we hosted and posted.
Yeah, it's pre-recorded.
Yeah, it's pre-recorded. We hosted it, then posted. But later on next week, will we be going live after 12 rounds of fighting in split decision? And we came out to KO by AkHi. AkHi, man, he didn't KO his own brother, man. How you gonna do it like that?
3P, man.
So Professor Nim think it's a split decision. Oh no, he thought it was a unanimous decision. But God only made a couple things perfect. That's Floyd Mayweather boxing record, and that's me on split decision. You know what I'm saying? So I always get the upper hand every time. So,
wasn't you just doing push-ups on live?
What
was that? What was that? Because that's right, you lost the bet.
Oh yeah, I went for Ruiz. I ain't gonna cap. I thought Ruiz I thought Ruiz was gonna come prepared. You know what I'm saying? He
Yeah.
from the desert too. I thought he was gonna be able to relate. You know what I mean? But he came not ready. But it is what it is. You were doing the push-ups for the Wilder fight too, so you already know you could relate to them push-ups. So that being said, I did a full 40 push-ups. He did a quarter of a push-up, so his is equivalent of 10. That being said, I got Canelo strapped as we speak. And obviously, you know, it's smoke season. Anybody can get it. Y'all want to debate, y'all could call in. All these casual fans, all these guys that's talking about, oh, they calling me out, calling Professor Nim out, calling Deontay out. Listen, y'all could call in. This is new media only. We talking with facts. So we were gonna have a host. We gonna have a completely different look than what we do now. We changing things up. We coming harder than ever. You know what I'm saying? Every time y'all try to knock us down, we stay getting up, and we stronger than ever. So that being said, be on the lookout for that. We're going to have a call-in number. Y'all could call in to debate. We could agree to disagree. So after 12 episodes, we're going to have the 13th episode live on Sunday. I know I've been saying split decision on Monday every time, so people might think it's going to be on Monday live, but nah, it's going to be on Sunday. So be on the lookout for that around 3 p.m. I would say.
3, 4. So
I will notify y'all on the comments. I'm actually post a video on that as well when the time exactly gonna be. But y'all gonna see the live post almost a couple days before that when we going live. So I just want to let all the viewers know, and we're gonna have a great time. We're gonna have a host. We're going to do it bigger than ever. So I just want to let all of y'all know. So make sure y'all click on the notification bell to get notified every time we go live on Split Decision. If you don't want to get worried about, hey, when these guys going to go live because I want some smoke, then click on the notification bell. If you ain't, then you don't want no smoke. You ain't, man, your friends telling you, yo, call AkHi, man. AkHi out here making this look bad. The Canelo Nation look bad. You know what I'm saying? How about... Hey, you know what you be telling me? Like, can you tell him that and convince him and prove him wrong for all his views? And obviously, they tell him, nah, that's a different smoke. Man, you know what I'm saying? You a casual fan. You don't know ish about boxing. But AkHi, man, he got all them facts and receipts behind him. All I got is Canelo scorecards in my pocket. Man, AkHi got Canelo strapped. So y'all call in Professor Nim with his boxing record. 2-time Golden Glove. You know what I'm saying? We want all the smoke.
And with that said, we appreciate everybody who's coming. Particularly we have people who we know that they're going to be there every week. They claim that this is one of their favorite shows, the things that they look up to, and we really appreciate that. We're trying to do our best to step up our production. Yeah. We work together on the content. We also take in all of your, when it is substantive, any kind of feedback or advice that y'all give us, we take that in. But man, we love y'all for rocking with us, and we keep doing it.
You gotta include. We take all donations too.
Oh yeah.
When we go live, if y'all want to donate, support the movement, support the AkHi family, y'all
we'll do a super chat.
The super chat,
make sure if you want to get a question in, you can do that.
You know, because sometimes I'm not gonna lie to y'all because we're gonna be debating. We're gonna have a host that's gonna keeping up. She gonna be keeping up over everything. So sometimes certain comments, like I'm not gonna be able to read everything, or she ain't gonna be able to read everything, because she definitely is not gonna interrupt us while we debating. However, if you do offer a super chat, that's the time you could get your question. Yeah. You could say whatever, and we will have to mention it. So if you do got like, you know, a question or a statement that you feel like, oh, that will counteract what AkHi saying or Professor Nim saying, you want to throw on the chat, super chat, we will talk about it. She will keep it in hold. She will write the question down, and she will give you definitely a shout out. And we definitely have our host that's coming. So y'all got to tune in to Split Decision episode 13 live.
Live, you know baby.
The rematch between AkHi and Professor Nim on live on Split Decision episode 13. We went 12 rounds.
We did.
I believe we came into the fact that AkHi won. What you think?
It's a split decision. I'm going to let y'all decide.
Y'all decide. So that being said, click on the subscribe button, click on the notification bell, and we out it.
And I gonna say